The top 3 reasons why you should trust a land survey. Number 1 is going to be the minimum state standards. You, whether you're in Tennessee, California, Florida, New York, every state has a set of minimum technical standards or standards of practice for a land survey. Now, some of those standards are very specific. You must have a north arrow. You must have a scale. You must have a title. While others could be very generic. The land surveyor must be familiar with all case law and statutory law within the state. I love you, Texas. So you, as a property owner, can download these standards from the State Board of Land Surveying or similar name, and you can actually bring this to your meeting with the surveyor and discuss it. You know, dear Surveyor Jeb, it says here that sufficient record research must be conducted. Can you tell me about that record research? It's a conversation with the landowner and the surveyor. Have the conversation. Don't just accept the survey at face value. Number 2 is going to be the surveyor discussed what was going on with the neighbors. Oftentimes, now if the neighbor's hostile, I may not talk to them, but oftentimes I walk to all the neighbors when I'm doing the field work and I say, hey, do you have any deeds? Hey, do you have any agreements? Hey, do you have any old surveys? 9 times out of 10, the neighbor just shrugs and doesn't give me anything. But I remember when I was in Sanibel Island a few years ago, I asked that question to an old timer. He produced a fantastic survey that basically saved me an entire day of field work. It was amazing. So, did your surveyor not only do the record research, but also inquire about unrecorded rights from your neighbors? A lot of neighbors are super friendly. Had one recently try to convert me to his church. Perfectly fine. I'll listen to your church talk if you'll tell me about your property. That's fair. And then 3 is going to be trust. Now, Ronald Reagan always said, trust but verify, which is true. But if your surveyor has a professional land surveyor license from the state he's practicing in, that should be a certain amount of faith that you give him as a professional to produce the work. Now, I have testified against many surveyors over the years, and I know sometimes that faith is misplaced. But usually, the surveyor does or tries to do the absolute best job he can. So, if you've got a professional land surveyor who is actively licensed in your state, the 3rd reason why you should believe your land survey is accurate is because this person has undergone a tremendous amount of education, a tremendous amount of experience in order to get that license. And with that trust comes great responsibility. So, if you've got a land survey that is possibly not accurate, or even better, you've got 2 land surveys that contradict each other, then click the 15-minute call below and let's talk about it.